All right, outside today, I'm gonna make sure that I've got the correct spacing. All right, so outside in the great land of Lakes Country, Minnesota, and wherever you are, to Washington, all sunny. It's just gorgeous everywhere right now. It's almost July, so almost August, end of July. See, it's morning. So that means that if you can get outside, do it, especially in the morning when it's a little bit cooler and it just feels good. So we're gonna start standing, as you can see, as I am. Turn the feet open, bend the knees, hands down, and we start with taking some nice deep breaths. In through the nose, hands up to the shoulders. Hands come down, floating down as you exhale. Make it soft. So the elbows stay pointed down, and it's just these hands and forearms going up and down. Just a nice connection, breath and movement. All right, keep the breath going. Again. I always check my microphone. Forget to do that beforehand. Okay, and take one more. And just kind of settle in as you fully exhale that out. Take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers so you're squeezing those shoulders together. Then look up. You can even straighten the legs here. There are some points where straightening the legs feels good as you find length. And then look down. Look up, squeeze those shoulders. Maybe even press the hands away from you if possible. And look down and rock your head side to side. Can come back to the bent knee, but keep the head rocking, rolling, stretching, and feeling. Nice deep breaths. Maybe this will be the only time we have these deep breaths, so you want to make them super effective. So down into that lower belly, slow it down. Bring the head back up to the center. We'll go to arm rotations, working the rotator cuffs and just getting some fluids through the joints. So make fists with the hands, bring the arms up and around. Can you go a little bit faster? And switch directions. All right, bring the hands down and rotate through the wrists. Just giving it some rotations through. There we go. Through the hands, the wrists. You're gonna figure eights. Now, double the intensity like you're holding and squeezing tennis balls and slow down the pace of your wrist rotations. Feel any cracks and pops like I am, maybe? All right, wiggle the fingers and shake out the hands. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, side bends. Open up those arms and moving down the body. Exhale, press one hand down, other hand comes across. Inhale, lift up. Hand down, hand over, side bend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Let's do that 2 more times. Maybe longer. Whoa, lift up. The birds here really want to say hello. All right, bring both arms up, reach up, and hands come down the sides of the body. Good, waist twist, can't forget those. Hands off the hips, just off the hips, and we turn forward and back with the elbows and shoulders. Good. Keep going back and forth, and we're going to reach with our arms too. So we get a little bit more twist through the mid and upper back. And we do that by keeping the elbows at shoulder height rather than dropping them down. We keep them up at shoulder height and behind you, trying to reach like a bow and arrow where you're pulling back straight back. And then onto our taps, our Tibetan body pounding taps, our little love taps, where you kind of loosen the hips and tap on the kidneys and just above the chest or lymph nodes, creating nice vibrations. And we get sort of loose. And let's get looser with the legs and the hips. Let's start with our circles. So lift one foot, knee comes in and around. And so you get a couple of those in. And let's try this. For balance, I'm outside on grass, so we'll see how this goes. For balance challenge, we'll do 5 hip circles in a row without touching your foot down. So knee comes in and around, no touching, no touching. And if you tap down, that's okay. You don't have to start over. Okay, and switch sides. So first, just give it some warm-up circles. And then we'll do 5 of them in a row. Try not to touch. Woo! It's good to find a single spot to gaze. It's not moving. Not myself on the screen there. Whew, did it. Okay. Let's take it to our leg kicks or high knee. So the knee comes up, and we'll do a few of these too. You can flex or point the foot. That's up to you. You can go straight leg. Just now getting into the backs of the hamstrings. A little bit of core strength too, and balance. A lot of things combined here to help us live this healthier and happier life. And switch sides, switch direction, switch sides, switch legs. Good, and bring that leg down. Nice. So you've got some yoga movements, standing poses, sun salutations. So let's face the top of the mat or top of where you are. Taking those feet about hip distance or so for balance purposes. I like hip distance for morning practice. Palms forward. Reach those hands up. And just bring them down to your heart and pause there. Reset your senses, your body, your mind by simply taking a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. Noticing the sensations of the toes and the feet grounded into your mat, the earth, the floor. Noticing a taller stance, tall posture. Palms connected, eyes closed or looking down. This is mountain pose or Tadasana. So we stand strong like a mountain. And today, nothing can knock us over because we are strong. We've got this. So adding more strength to our practice and a little more flexibility. Palms come down. Reach those arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Open the arms, diving down for our sun salutation A. Hands towards the floor. First one here, we take it slow. So let's take the hands on the shins, press into the hands and lengthen the back, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands down, step the feet back, plank pose. And we're pretty strong by now. It's middle of the week, so we're gonna go full on chaturanga. We can always take the knees down. Just know that's an option. Shift forward on the toes as you exhale this next time. Hug the elbows to the ribcage, 90 degrees. Chaturanga. Best pose ever. Up dog, flatten the feet, straighten the arms. That's purely a strength pose, by the way. No flexibility at all. Exhale, eventually, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. You find that I talk a lot more through the first sun salutation, and then we will go a little faster. We'll do 2 more. But for this down dog, pedal the feet a couple times, bend the knees, shake out the head. And then bend your knees, look forward. Let's go to a squat for this morning because we can, and it helps open the hips. So walk the feet forward to the outsides of the hands, bend the knees and sit back. And you might be up here today. You might sort of adjust a little bit, move side to side for your squat. So your squat looks like this, right? Hands on each other, elbows towards the knees, lift the heart. Brush off a mosquito. That's what Minnesota does. Many mosquitoes here. Okay, take your hands down to the floor, lengthen your legs. Heel toe the feet together or just back to hip distance. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, inhale. We'll go right back down first. Elbows bend, exhale as you open that heart. Squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, reach up, now back down. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, hands can stay on the floor this time. Exhale, step or jump back to plank pose. Take a strong inhale, shifting on the tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hips down, heart up. Exhale, hips up, heart down, downward facing dog. And 1 long deep breath. Preparing to come forward, bend the knees. Now try this. Jump to that squat position, bend the knees, look to where the feet will go, to the outsides of the pinkies. And hop, landing lightly. Didn't quite get there. And morning's going to be a little more off than you would find in the afternoon when we're warm and ready. So allow yourself to be where you're at. Hands to heart. Gaze and heart lifted. Knees drawing back. Hands come back down as you exhale, lengthen the legs. Feet back to hip distance or together. Half lift. Forward fold. Exhale. Rising up tall. Inhale. Hands down to your heart. Reach up. Bend the elbows, pull back. Exhale. Heart opening. Inhale, reach up. 1 more time, sun salutation A. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Plank pose. Pause there. Inhale, shift on your toes or take the knees down. Exhale, bending those elbows, descend. Take it low. Upward dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. And this next one, look forward, bend the knees. Back to our squat pose 1 more time. Jump or step there. Hands to your heart, elbows to the knees, lift. Hands to the floor, lengthen the legs, and feet come together or just point forward. Half lift, forward fold. Rising up, inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart. Let's keep this simple. Step the feet wide wherever you are. I think I'm the opposite. So let's say right toes point that way. Then the right knee. Open the arms to warrior 2. You could get a hip opening warrior pose. Shoulders soft. Give it a big shoulder roll. Whew. You can flip the hands so the palms are facing the sky and then press the thumbs back. Good. And then revisit the palms down. Bend the knee a little bit deeper. Finding strength as your heels try to connect. Good. Lengthen through that front leg. Reach up. The right leg actually. Reach up. And then reach open, keeping the leg straight. Reach forward. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. Triangle pose. You might even spin the back heel farther back. Toes a little more forward. Still in this wide stance, which is fine. Fine for now. Look up towards that top hand. And lengthen through both sides of the waist. This is often a pose we hear a few little hip pops or air releases through the joints. Rebend that front knee, lift back to warrior two. Good. Reverse warrior. Reach that right arm high, left hand down the back leg. Keep the hip low, left hip low. Look up. And we'll do a slow transition just because we can, to get our hips feeling super open and strong. Reach forward with that right hand, as forward as you can. It's called a reaching warrior in some practices. Then take that right hand to the outside of that right foot. Left arm does a nice long circle, reaching forward and down. Lift the back heel, so you pivot into a low lunge. And just take a couple moments, a couple seconds to go up and down. Hips go up, hips go down. Just moving and feeling into that leg, the hips. And trying to get the hips lower than chest higher. Fingertips on the mat's fine. All right, with this crescent lunge, reach back up. Open back to warrior two, spin the heel down. Straighten that right leg, pivot to the other side. Left knee bends. Open the arms. Press into the pinky toe of that left foot. Straight arms, big shoulder roll. Same thing on this side. Flip the palms, press the thumbs back. And then unflip, reflip. Looking just beyond the left fingertips. Some good old-fashioned standing poses. All right, reach the hands up, straighten that front leg. You might turn that back foot a little more so the inner thigh rolls inward. Open up the arms, keep straight legs. Reach forward with that left hand. Slide it down the leg. Your left hand comes up. And if it feels better, please do think about stepping that foot in. Totally fine. Look up towards that right hand. Find strength in the legs, midsection, soft shoulders. Good. And rebend that left leg. Come back up to warrior two, using your core strength to get there. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Find that nice side bend, side stretch through that left side. And we get to come forward again, lift up. Reach way forward, feeling into that left hip, as forward as you can before you come down. Left hand to the outside of the foot, right arm up and around slowly, feeling into that side angle and into the low lunge. Back heel lifts up. And a few up and down movements in the hips, just to feel yourself come alive this morning. Great, and then from low lunge, reach up to crescent lunge. Open back to warrior two. Back to star position, feet parallel, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers again, press the palms down, look up, fold forward. And release the hands down to the floor. Lift up halfway, heel to those feet a little closer together. And we're gonna make this a very not so smooth transition. Take the knees down, sit down. So you can turn back to the front, or for me, I'm still facing the same way with my mat lengthwise. So find a comfortable seated pose and we'll head to our meditation. So any kind of adjustment with the legs or Any sort of spinal stretches you would like to do before sitting for a few minutes, please go ahead and do that. So find yourself feeling settled. Close your eyes and take your hands to a comfortable place on your lap or on your knees. So today's meditation is just an observing meditation. Observing your breath. Observing the sensations in your body. And also observing what's going on around you. I hope you could hear that. That was a loon. So it might be the birds. You might hear the sound of water, a beach, a boat. And then again, come back to your breath and notice what's inside. We'll stay here for a few more minutes, just enjoying this time to simply stay seated and quiet, a place to observe and to take in. I take a deep breath in. Wiggle the fingers, blink the eyes open, concluding our morning movement and meditation practice for day number 100 and I don't know, just kidding. But it's been a while, so take your hands or reach them up, connect them at the top, and bring them down. Take one more breath to seal in that practice, bring it in, and then also let it go. I hope you have a wonderful day moving forward and continue some yoga throughout your day, not just on your mat, but yoga in everyday life by coming back to the breath, remaining calm in difficult situations, and practicing the 8 limbs. So yamas, niyamas, breath, all the things, poses. Anyway, have a great day. Namaste.